the birth of classical Greek and Latin literature after the fall of the Roman Empire and the Middle Ages, which was considered the century of the decay of classical learning and art, and the ages of the death of civilization. It follows that medieval ages became an interactive interval between two high periods, classical antiquity and the Renaissance. However, nowadays, the Renaissance was considered a high period with different ideas from those of classical period.
Interesting. And what can you tell me about English Renaissance?
As for English Renaissance, it compared later respect all over Europe. The new learning, as humanism was also called, was established in the network of grammar school and in the two universities of Oxford and Cambridge.
Were there any new philosophers?
Yes, in this period there were a lot of new philosophers who rejected the old deductive method in favor of the inductive method, as also resulted individual thinking prevented.
And who are the best known philosophers in this period?
The best philosophers were Thomas Hobbes and Francis Bacon.
Thank you, Mary.
Hey, can you tell me something about the Renaissance poetry?
Yes, of course. Well, the Renaissance period provided lyric poetry and especially the sonnet.
The poetry, the sonnet, also in Italy there was the sonnet.
Yes, Mary. In England, the sonnet was introduced by a group of court poets during the reign of Henry VIII. But in England there was a great innovation.
Really? What was it?
In Italy, the sonnet was composed by two quartins and two couplets, but William Shakespeare and his contemporary adopted the Elizabethan or Shakespearean sonnet, that was composed by three quartins and one couplet.
Interesting. But where is sonnet addressed to?
These sonnets are addressed to a woman who was ideal and real, and she derived from a better observation.
Last question, Jane. Can you tell me some famous Renaissance poets?
Yes, Mary. Among the Renaissance poets, we know Thomas Wade and Earl of Surrey, that was the first poet to write sonnet. Then Edmund Spenser, who was famous also for writing chivalric poems, that was one of favorite genres of English poets. Then Philip Sidney, who was the first poet to write in English sonnet sequences, and William Shakespeare, the greatest English poet. He wrote his sonnets between 1593 and 1599, and this sonnet was obviously indebted from Italian tradition.
Interesting, very interesting. And who is the man represented over there?
It's Shakespeare, of course.
I would like to meet him.
Yes. Come on.
Look! There is a man over there. He is reading something. Let's go for a look. Yes.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Who art more lovely and more temperate, through winds to shake the dulling buds of May, and summerly's health or to shorter days.
What are you reading?
I'm reading my new sonnet, darling. Do you like it?
Yes, I have to admit that it's great.
Oh, thank you. You are very kind.
Who are they written for? Are they written for your lady?
Oh, yes, they are. In my sonnets, my lady is a flesh and blood woman, openly sensual, at times unfaithful. The single sonnets or a groups of sonnets are read like as many scenes of an imaginary play of love and death. In fact, my intention is that the sonnet become a small theater scenes in which several characters, like the Dark Lady and the Fair Youth, alter their parts.
And who is the fair youth?
The Fair Youth is the sun around my poetical mind and my affections.
What are you doing?
Me? I'm Mr. Time!
What does it mean? Why are you called Mr. Time?
Because I know all about the time in this world.
Oh, if you know all about time in general, can you answer me to a question?
Sure?
What was the role of time in Shakespeare's sonnets?
Shakespeare? Yes. In reference to what you asked me, I can say that time in Shakespeare becomes an enemy of the poet lover, but also of all the mankind, treating with destruction all the beauty and godliness in the world. To sum up, we can say that the time is the worst rival of the poet lover. I want to highlight the two ways of opposing time in Shakespeare's sonnets. The first is the procreation, that is presented as the only defense against the death and the decay. Unlike the procreation, the second way is the poetry, which can immortalize both the loved one and the poet. The poetry stands for everlasting life.
Who are you?
I'm Love. My name is Mr. Love.
What does it mean? Why are you called Mr. Love?
Because I know all about love in this world.
If you know all about love, can you answer to me a question?
Yes. Come on, girl.
What is the role of love in Shakespeare's sonnets?
Well, speaking about love in Shakespeare's sonnet, I can say first that is defined as something unchanging and unmovable among the tempest of the world. Not only, but love is also seen in two different main aspects: spiritual and physical. As I was saying, we can saw that the poet in some sonnet celebrates platonic or ideal love. In others, as my matron's eyes are not like the sun, Shakespeare reverses the Petrarchan ideal. In fact, Shakespeare's lady is depicted as not godness and as the qualities and the imperfection of an ordinary woman. If I'm not mistaken, that's it. Sorry, but now I have to go because there is someone who is going to fall in love. So